Hello and welcome to the members race at Team Sport Coventry. There's just some times from the practice session that we had earlier on. We're going to go straight into qualifying now and see what we can do. One of the first out, which is quite good, which means we're going to get an extra lap. We may get an extra lap. Got a bit of music going on, but that's going to cut off now. Just a bit of fun, just to try and spice it up a bit. And we've got live times today. They're going to pop up around about lap 2. It was the best way I can get it to sync. For some reason the lap 1 time, you didn't really get the bars going across till halfway through lap 1. I found it impossible to try and sync it. So we're just going to head out now. We've already had a practice. We're using cart number 3. I think it's quite good. I like cart number 3. It's not a bad cart. It's got plenty of grip. It doesn't bog down on the accelerator in some of the corners. And it definitely has the potential. It definitely has the potential in kart 3. So we're just getting around the lap now. Start our first flying lap. Lots of people in the race tonight. Team Sport put on a good members event on Thursday. It was brilliant, in fact. Lots of members turned up. A lot of them members are in the top 10. So it is an all-star showdown tonight. Coventry. Mod Squad was definitely out in force. Just come through the chicane now. Already starting to see people in front of us. The track's getting quite busy. Like I say, it's very fast members on the track today. Very fast. I think we've got the lap record holder on the track. We've got the second place person on track, and the third place person is on track. If you're looking at the top 10 times for Coventry since it's reopened after the COVID shutdown. So yeah, we've got the times up now. It is synced, near enough perfect, so the best I can get it. It's just something I'm trialing, but it definitely adds a little more depth into the videos, I think. Anyway, definitely a little more depth. So the last lap, 42.3, and Oliver, another quick guy, he's in second place on the all-time leaderboards. He's in second at the minute on a 42.3. Just been pushed down by Paul Lowe, who's in third place on the all-time leaderboard. So we definitely got a full squad out tonight. Simon Ball out in first. He actually sets a bouting lap in this qualifying session. We'll have to look out for that a bit later on. He does it towards the end. But we're going for it now. We're absolutely chucking it into these corners, through the chicane, heading back out onto the pitch straight. Again, we've got a bit of space, just not quite extracting everything I can out of the cart. Paul Lowe goes quickest, 41.7, followed by myself for 41.8, but quickly knocked off by Simon, who does a 41.7, 6.8 and goes top. That's actually Simon in front of us now. And Paul, he's just letting us go by. Fair play. And that's the thing I love about these members events. A lot of the members, they're really clued up, they really know what's going on, and they don't hold you up. It's, you know, they're here for the same reason we are. It's qualifying, we're here to put in lap times. It's not a race. The race will be after this. So we're in third place at the minute, quite comfortable with that. Bear's just improved and knocked Oliver down to 5th. See, we come across the line, we don't improve on that time. That was a bit of an outlap, so we're going to go for another flyer on this one. And not too bad. There is 12 of us racing tonight, all very fast guys. All very competitive. Really good qualifying session. I think the next one across the line is going to be Bear. She improved. Find out. No, it's slightly off her last time. See if Simon improves. Again, he's a bit off, so it was probably a bit of an outlap. We set 41.2, which is not, it's not brilliant. If you looked at the practice times before, I think my quickest was a 41.6. So we're 8 tenths, well, not 8 tenths, so 5 tenths off. Round about 5 tenths off. We have 10 minutes left to the session. I mean, this is great. Having these timings is great. It's absolutely fantastic. For those guys that are racing in the British Indoor Championship this year, they've announced some of the prizes, which are brilliant actually. There's a company that's going to offer a full race suit with gloves and shoes as part of the winnings. So not too shabby, I don't think. I think that's quite a good prize. And I think the top prize is a Club 100, 8 races paid in the Club 100 for the 2021 season, and a practice session. Which, if you look at the prices of the Club 100, I think it's about £180 a race, and to practice is around about £80. So you're going to get 8 races paid for and practice. I'm not too sure if the practice is for each race because they do travel around a little bit. It's not all at the same circuit. So yeah, I think if you're serious and you want to win the Club 100 after this, you might have to dip your hand in your pocket a little bit and pay for some practice sessions. But £80 it is a lot more than team sport, but you are getting a lot more kart for your money and a lot bigger racetrack as well. So it'll be definitely something to look forward to if you're into that sort of thing. I'll definitely be looking forward to having a go in the Club 100s if I can. We'll soon see. We haven't even qualified yet, so we're not going to put all our hopes and dreams on it. So, fastest person on track at the moment, or fastest time set so far at the moment, Simon, coming in at first with a 41.6, closely followed by Paul, a 41.9. Then myself, can't really see my fastest, but I didn't improve on my last lap. So just a little one for the team sport guys. If we had the fastest and last lap time on there, that'll be brilliant because we can see what the fastest is and how much we dropped on that lap compared to it. I'm ready to do a flyer. 42 dead, still in 3rd place. We're not doing too bad. You know, these members, a lot of these members are super quick. They really are super quick. You know, they're lap record holders here. I think, you know, the lap record is going to get broken tonight according to the app, is when I refer to the lap record. Everything changed since COVID, everything went digital. We don't get the paperwork anymore. I think it's better. I think it's much better because it allows me to get these times, these live times to, you know, just make it a little bit more interesting. You can see, especially if you're in the race yourself, you know, you can watch back and sort of see how you were doing it, not actually in the video, but your times are there. I actually did watch just the times back. I found it interesting because you can sort of judge where people are on the track. You can judge where people are next to each other just by the line and the dot moving across. If they're both in the same place, then they're pretty close to each other on the track. So no one's really, timing board's not really changing too much now. Everyone's sort of settled down. Another shove there just to get it over the line. Another 42 dead. So we're not really improving. We're not milking the time out of this car as well as we should be doing. Can go 4 tenths quicker than this. I can do it. I have done it in the 15 minutes before we did that. So not quite working out for us. 3rd place is not a bad place to start. It's actually on the left hand side of the grid, so you know, you do have the advantage, you can jump 2nd place quite easily. So if it stays like this, we'll be happy. I think it's the best we can hope for. There's a lot quicker guys here than me on raw lap times. So to be holding in at 3rd is you know, it's bad. It's not too bad. There's nothing to be disheartened about. This guy, cheers, just lets us go past there, give him the hand up just to thank him. But again, you get that a lot of members races. I don't know if you watched the last race where we're racing against you know, just people showing up, having a bit of a party, and they don't really come go-kart, and they don't tend to let you pass too much. They're sort of zoned into what's coming up right in front of them rather than what's at the side of them, what's behind them. But members, a lot more switched on, a lot more focusing on a lot more other things than just steering the wheel and doing the pedals. So again, we've improved then a 41.970. I think that's the best one we've done so far in this. But everyone's improved. Simon's got a 41 dead and a 41.4 for Paul. Tom did 42.4 and a 42.7 for Bear. Oliver must have had a bad kart, because I know I've seen his times on the top 10 and he is quick. He is doing a 41.1. I think his fastest is. He's actually the current lap record holder as we're racing around at the moment. So I think he had a bit of a bad kart and, you know, it just didn't quite work out for him in the qualifying, which happens, you know, it happens. It's part of the fun. Again, giving it a shove, trying to get the last bit of speed out of it that we can. There's only 3 minutes left of the session. Looking for that improvement. Don't think we're going to get it. Simon does 41.4, 43.8 for Paul. Myself coming across the line now, 42 dead, so we're still didn't get the improvement that we're looking for. Did not get it. It's all going wrong. And there we have it. Simon Paul, new lap record holder with 40.966. Absolute stonking lap that was. Congratulations on taking the lap record. I think he beat Oliver by 2 tenths or a tenth and a half. So the track's definitely getting faster. Since lockdown, people have been struggling to get in the 40s. That's the first 40.9 that we've had at Coventry since the lockdown's been finished. So he was absolutely flying on that lap, absolutely flying, miles ahead of everybody else. So just 2 minutes now left of the session. Starting to get these last laps in, and Bear just sneaks in front with the times now. That puts me down into 4th, which is not good. I need to improve at least a little bit. I don't want to be starting on the right hand side of the grid, because you always lose a place when you're at the front or in the first 2 rows. If you start on the right hand side of the grid, I think you've seen it in the last video that we did, or the last members race at least. Yeah, you start on the right hand side. The person on the left's already got the advantage into the corner, and there's not much you can do. See the guy gets out of the way there, brilliant stuff. You can see that we're on a lap. Coming across now. I think this might be the last lap that we get to do, or the next one might be the last one. Again, a 42 dead. It seems to be what we're averaging in this car at the minute. Simon gone a bit slower on that one, but still 41.1 is very quick lap. 41.7 was Paul's last one, and a 41.8 was Bear's last. So the top 3 quite close at the moment. I think the midfield is going to be very close. There's very quick guys on this, and they are going to be crammed together. I can just imagine there's only going to be a second or 2 difference between the midfield. very competitive. And there we go, we had Oliver behind us for a bit. We sort of let him past. I know the lad's quick, I've seen his times. I've never actually raced with him, so I thought there was a bit longer left to the session. I just wanted to get behind him and see what he's doing different to what I'm doing different, if there is any difference. Because the best way to learn or to get faster is following these guys that are setting lap records, and yeah, they absolutely smash it. I love to have the lap record, but I'm just not quite there. I think I'm about 5/10 off at the minute, just half a second. And that's it, finished. So best times, P1 Simon with 41.9, new lap record. Absolutely smashed it. Bolo coming in at 42.2, Bear coming in at 41.8, and these times now from Bear all the way down to th place to Joel. Not a lot of difference between them, so 41.8, and if you go down to Joel it's a 42.4, so 6/10 separating 9 drivers. It's not bad. Quick thumbs up there as well. So that's the classification. Very good qualifying. Like I said, Simon got the new lap record. We're going to start in P4. P4's not the best place to start, but tuning for the next race. We are going to have the race. It is a 30-minute race. See you then.